Hey y'all, it's Fantasia with Sewing with Tay from the T.A.E Emporium. How y'all doing? Welcome back. If you're new here, I make videos on sewing, embroidery. I'm trying to document my process, but I'm not doing a very good job at it. If any of that stuff is your cup of brew, let me know by hitting the subscribe button and hitting the notification bell so you know when I'm making new videos. Today's video is going to be an embroidered patch. I have a huge machine embroidery. I have a Brother Persona PRS 100. I've had it maybe almost a year now and I'm not using it to its full potential, but I'm getting there. I want to learn how to do more stuff with this and I'm getting better and I'm taking small orders so that I can practice. Today is going to be an embroidered patch, something like a logo for like a lab coat. So I am going to go through the process of doing that today. I will be using Mighty Hoops and I'm going to be using twill and TearAway stabilizers. And I will make sure to put all the links to all of that stuff in the description, so if you want to do your own, you can. So let's get into this quick project, or prayerfully quick project. So I have this white patch twill, and then I have two of these TearAway stabilizers. I'm going to pop those two together like so, and then I'm going to put this twill on top just like that. Alright, this is my Mighty Hoop. I'm using the 4x4.25 Mighty Hoop situation. It's a very strong magnet. So this is the bottom of my hoop. I'm going to place it just like that. I'm going to place these on top of here, and then I am going to let that just do its thing. So we have this just like that. Not completely as tight as I want it to be because this is kind of big. But here, it's pretty taut. So that is my hoop with my materials. So here is my Brother Persona PRS 100. I'm going to tap her in. Just going to do a little jig. And then I have my USB stick in here already. Let's hope I get no issues. Yay. And we are going to... I actually don't see it, so we're going to go back to the computer. Okay, let's try this again. Got my USB in there. And looks like that one there. So it's 2.5 by 2.5, which I think is pretty decent size. I'm going to hit set. I feel like I want it to be just a smidge bigger. So now it's 310 by 310, which I am cool with. I'm going to hit OK. And now I'm going to pop my Mighty Hoop on. I think I might need to adjust it because it's a little bit wide. Tighten these back up. And then now I'm going to get my threads. So I'm starting with the blue thread. It was already threaded in the machine. This is ready to go. You see the lasers in the center. I got about 17,993 stitches, about 28 minutes. Here is the embroidery. I always like to map it out. Since I'm using a Mighty Hoop, I just want to make sure it's not going to hit the frame. And it looks pretty good. It actually is kind of big for a patch. 3 inches. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. So I'm going to hit the lock button. And I'm going to hit this one. And we're going to get started. Alright. Alright, it's time for color change. This is the downside of having a single needle machine, is you have to manually change your threads when it's time for a color change. So I'm going to get this in here. I'm just going to do the tie method. And here's my thread. This does have the automatic threader, but for some reason I have not been able to get it to work lately. So I am just going to thread it manually. There we have it. Then I am going to hit the lock button again. This one white. Slowed it down a little bit because it's doing a lot of vibrating. So I have another color change. There's so many color changes. So this is actually still brand new, so I'm opening it. So here is my thread. Take this one off. And again, I'm going to manually thread this because my little threader is not working. I hit the lock button again. Go start it up. So it looks like I might have lost some of my sound during this part of the video, but this is another thread change. I stopped recording all of the thread changes. I think I had around 15 thread changes, but I only had 3 colors. This navy, that light blue, and the white. But based on how the stitches was laid out, I had to go back and forth quite a few times. Alright, so we have yet another thread change. We are almost done. I feel like I've been working on this for an hour. I don't think it's been an hour, but it feels like it. The thread changes of having a single needle embroidery machine can be a lot, at least for me anyways. Oh no, because I am relatively new at this. So I don't know a quicker way to do this other than just to do it. So if you guys have any feedback on like things that you can do to make this go faster, please leave them for me in the comment section. Last thread change. I need to figure out how to get this threader working again. Alright, snip some of these extra threads here. This thing has a bunch of dots on it, like around it, and I don't see any that have stitched out yet. So my assumption is this last piece that we're about to see is the dots being stitched. So I'm hoping there's not a bunch of jump stitches. Alright, here is my finished patch. I'm kind of excited. Let's go to the table. Alright, so here is my patch. I'm going to take this apart. And here's a little close-up. I'm going to make a good attempt of clipping these threads very closely. And there are some little threads in here between the letters I'm going to try to get. But I'm going to take my scissors and I'm going to try to carefully cut around the edge without going into the satin stitch. This is scary. So I am super excited with how well this came out, because patches have been somewhere as far as embroidery that I have been struggling with. So I think this came out pretty good. And ta-da! I have my patch. I'm just going to go in with my little snips and scissors to try to cut some of these jump stitches in between the letters and the numbers, just to make it a little cleaner. Ta-da! That's my patch. That's the back. Alright, I'm feeling pretty good about it.